Hello guys, welcome to the fourth part of Angular-10 series of tutorials. In the previous tutorial, we understood what components are at high level. In this tutorial, we'll see what component exactly is and how can we create a new component using Angular CLI. To be precise, a component is nothing but a class like any other programming language with an additional features. It can have a properties and functions to represent the logic. Let us assume we have a class called first component. In order to make this TypeScript class as an Angular component, we need to declare @component decorator on top of the class. The @component decorator can take multiple properties as an argument. Let's discuss few important properties among them. Selector, template URL, and styles URLs. Let's discuss on each of these decorator arguments. Selector. A selector is used to identify each component uniquely in the component tree. It also defines how the current component is represented in the HTML. It means we are going to use the selector as an HTML tag to display the view content of this component. But remember, the selector has to be unique so that it does not override the already existing element. For example, if we want to embed the selector into app component.html, we can use this as an HTML tag like this. The second argument that @component decorator takes is regarding the templating. Let's see what the template is all about. A template is used to render the user interface in a web page. We can create a template in two possible ways. The first one is inline templating and the other one is the template in an external file. Inline templates are directly specified within the component using the template property. Here is the example of it. What is external template? Template URL property can be used for external templating. It takes the path of an external HTML file. Here is an example of how to give template URL to achieve external templating. According to Angular, when we have a complex view, that is the view with more than 3 lines, we will go with the template URL. Otherwise, we use the template property of the component decorator. For every Angular component that we write, we define not only HTML template, but also CSS styles that go with that template. Similar to templates, we can create styles in two possible ways for that particular component. Inline styling and external styling. Styles property can be used for inline styling. It takes array of string that in turn takes CSS code. Styles URL property can be used for external styling. This property takes the path of an external CSS file. And again, if you have a lot of content in the CSS, you better to go with external styling. Otherwise, we can use inline styling of component. With this understanding, let's dive into the Visual Studio Code and create a component using Angular CLI.